back to the Intertwined podcast. I'm your host, Paris.
And I'm Will, and I look like a superhero right now.
Sorry, you took my line!
Did I really?
No!
What were you going to say? Because why is this shirt so tight? I look jacked. Okay, say your... And my name's Will.
And the sun is out today.
Oh, okay. It is.
It is, yes, indeed. It's actually a fake window, and there's just a light on the other side.
That would be big brain.
That would be a brain.
No, that was small. No, I just had to say that because the man, it's hot. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of hot, it is hot. It's today it's cooler than it has been for a while.
Yeah.
But this November we've been experiencing hotness.
Segue continue.
Will is sweaty. The segue's getting there.
Segue turning on.
He's like, the segue's broken. There's a squeaky wheel. Anyways, it's been hot. And it's been off for me. But it's been really off for Will because Will grew up in Colorado.
Yeah.
And
in general, yeah. Feels like August.
Speaking of, you were just in Colorado.
Yeah.
What was the weather like over there?
It gets cold as balls when the sun goes away. That's like honestly the main thing. Okay. No, like
I was being
if you're outside, the second the sun goes down in Colorado, I swear it drops from like maybe 58 or 60 or something. It just drops to like 40, like instantly. It's so cold. Also, the wind chill there got me by surprise because even though it was cold, there was just wind constantly. Like I was helping set up lights with my dad, and I was just standing there like I'm freezing. I'm so cold, and I'd look at my phone and it was saying it was only like 48, which is colder obviously than here, but the wind is what was awful.
It does get cold at night here. No.
There's no wind.
You just try and
There's no wind. There's no wind.
It gets cold at night here. And if you aren't from California and you haven't been in California during the winter, then you have no idea what I'm talking about, because the cold in California is like you step out of your front door and your bones
and you're
are
uncomfortable,
like shivering.
No.
Yes.
No, it's more like uncomfortable.
You don't get to tell me. You're not qualified.
Wasn't I just in Colorado? That's what you said.
I'm talking about being in California.
Yeah.
Yes, you step outside and you feel the cold in your bones, in my ribs. My knees start hurting. It's like it's a legitimate thing, and you can't even tell me that it's not. It is a legitimate thing, and it sucks. It sucks because like yesterday it was 70 degrees outside.
Yeah.
I was sweating while I was at work.
Yeah.
Granted, I stand right next to a gigantic glass window, so it is a little bit like a greenhouse.
That's true.
But I was sweating while I was standing there. But then we got to nighttime and I was shivering and I was so cold. And so I feel like there's a drop there, but I feel like the drop here is just worse.
No.
Because of the fact that it gets to high temperature during the day.
I would agree with you more maybe like 10 years ago, because in the winter in Colorado, it just would not get above 60. Like it was just, you knew it was cold, so you could always pack for the same weather.
Right,
and it
but
would
that's
snow,
what I mean. There's
but
no drastic
now it gets hot and highs of like 70 something, but literally when it gets dark, it drops like 10 to 20 degrees. Okay, not 20. It's like 10 degrees. It'll just drop. And then there's just constant wind chill. Like there's no, because that's the main time I would get cold is if I open the door. If there's a breeze, it makes me very uncomfortable. And I've now been indoctrinated into California weather, because I'll open the door and I'll be like, this is cold.
It's cold outside.
But in comparison, it's not cold. It's just real. I'm very uncomfortable right now because I'm used to colder.
No, but it's really cold and it's nippy.
Yes, but when there's wind,
like
it's
air
way
bites
worse.
you.
Like I don't feel that until I'm in Colorado,
Yes.
where it's like there doesn't even need to be a breeze. It's nippy. It's just it's cold. That I have to feel once it hits like 30.
Okay. Well,
But then that's just I've definitely changed because when I went home, I was freezing the most I've ever been cold
uh-huh.
compared to I've ever like any other time I've gone to Colorado
You
from
don't think it
California.
was because you like your clothes?
No, because I've packed like the same thing usually. Like sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, I'm just going to wait. It's hot in my basement. So I'll just go and pack shorts so I'll sleep in shorts or whatever." And then I'm fine. And this time I wore sweatpants every single time I went to bed. So there's a difference there. And it
Well,
wasn't
you
as
were in your
cold.
room, not in the basement.
That's true, but I wasn't as
And your room
cold.
gets really cold.
Really? Well, compared to
Yeah,
the
your room
basement, my
got cold
basement gets
even in May.
I didn't think it did.
I was
I think
so
I think
cold
once
at
the sun
night.
goes down, it's way colder in Colorado. It is cold here to a
Right
degree,
now, yes, to 50
to
degrees.
a degree, but imagine 30, It's like there's levels and it
There's
drops
not
further.
levels. It's
Yeah.
still cold. It's nippy. It's colder than people expect it to be.
Okay, that's true. Cuz in the summer, you can walk around wearing shorts in the day and then at night it's still
Yeah, it's the
that's
exact
cool.
same.
That's
The
cool.
difference is that that doesn't stay consistent through the rest of the year.
That doesn't stay consistent anywhere but Florida probably, right? That's probably the only place and I don't
I
even
don't
think
know
you'd do that.
because you were just there too.
Yeah, and it was kind of 70s the whole time. Yeah. Why am I acting like I wasn't there? Yes,
I
you can
don't
wear
know.
shorts the whole time. Not comfortably here though. But no, I was in Colorado and I was also in Orlando for a work thing. And so
Mm-hmm.
we were gone. That's actually probably the furthest we've been apart in a while. It was like 2 weeks. Because when was the last time we were that?
Last December when you went home
Was
for
that two?
Christmas,
Was that 2 weeks?
probably.
I don't think it was. I know this one I was different because I actually traveled to two separate places. Um, but no, that was a topic that I thought was really interesting that we didn't talk about. We didn't even mention in the long-term relationships episode thing was long distance
No, we
because
didn't get into that, but
fuck
we
that.
we got to touch it
That is
a little
difficult.
bit. We got to dip our big toe into the water when we were talking about
Big toe. Yeah.
yeah, when we were talking about communication
Oh, right.
and why it's so important to us, why it has been so important, why it's been one of the foundation
Hmm.
pillars of our relationship. And I was gonna say I think no, I know that
The
it's
most Libra
because
thing ever. I feel like I think maybe
yeah.
we could
But
we could
also
do
I
it.
could see how it's no, I know that it's one of the pillars in our relationship, obviously, because of the way that it started
Yeah.
with our differences and whatnot. But also because of the fact that we were long distance 3 weeks after you asked me to be your girlfriend.
Yeah. That was which okay, also it could have been way longer distance. California to Colorado is not that far. It
I
doesn't
mean,
really
it
change
didn't matter
anything.
because you didn't come and visit and I didn't go over there to visit, so the
That's
distance
true.
didn't really matter. But
But no, that was definitely because I had just when I was flying home uh from Orlando, I ended up talking to someone and they said they knew someone who I knew. They were at long distance for 5 years. And then when they were about to see each other, they broke up.
that's
Which is
suspicious.
okay. I'm not gonna talk on them because I don't know all the context. Just hearing that though, years long distance is actually insane. That's crazy. 3 months
Yes,
killed me.
but I also think that it depends on what point in the relationship you're at.
Okay, that's true.
And
Because
so I was going to say, obviously, with our relationship, the only long distance experience that we can speak on was smack at the front of it, which I don't
oh,
think
that's
is
true.
common. That's
No,
not a common thing.
you're
I feel, well,
right with
I'm
that.
not sure, obviously, but
I thought you were
as
talking
far as
age wise.
no,
But no, the phase of
yeah.
yeah.
I just feel like most people, if they met a person and were moving after that
Yeah.
soon, that they wouldn't pursue that.
Oh, you mean like
Obviously,
someone
there's like the people who do, But if it's like, oh, like I like this person, but I know that I'm gonna be leaving soon,
So like
they typically
the like
will
the
like just
Marlboro
eat
hit
it
it and
and be
quit
like,
it
okay,
type of thing.
no,
Well, that's kind of what you're saying.
no, I was saying right
Like you just
person, wrong
leave.
time, you weirdo.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
My bad. I was thinking. I didn't even think of that because that is true. It literally was 3 weeks, and I
Yeah.
knew I had to go home because I wasn't even graduating. So it
Yeah.
wasn't like,
So
oh,
I
I'll
mean,
figure out a way.
yeah, it was a given that you were coming back to California, and that was a
Hmm.
big difference in our circumstances compared to what a lot of other people might
That's just
typically
crazy.
have going on when that type of
Years.
opportunity, I guess I'll say, arises. But
That is
for us, it was
interesting.
made easier because it's like, well, obviously he's coming back to college in
Yeah.
3 months, so there was a time
Yeah, that
on
you
it
could. Yeah.
that we knew you'd be gone for 3 months.
That's really interesting because I wonder when most people. You think most people would probably date for maybe upwards of like maybe 3 to 6 months, and
I
then
mean,
one of them has to go
I feel like
for
most
school.
people don't choose long distance
Well,
up
that's what I'm
front.
saying. Well, like
You
say
know
you're
what
in
I
high
mean? So I
school,
feel like
right?
if people are in long distance relationships, it's because they've already been together for a while. Typically.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
Typically. Because it's like,
I'm
oh,
just
I've only
loading.
been dating this person for a month. This wouldn't be as big of a heartbreak as it would be if we'd been together for 4 years and you had to move across the country. 4 years into a relationship,
Bro.
one of the partners moving across the country, I can see why they go, we're going to stay together.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a relationship that we've been pouring into, and we will sort out how we end up physically back together.
That makes a lot more
However,
sense
I
than what
feel
I
like
say.
most people wouldn't be like, I just started talking to this girl 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Let me cuff her
Yeah. Yeah,
before
I
I
showed a
leave.
picture. I literally showed your picture to people who were my friends at the time saying, "Oh, I'm going on this date." And I told you this. The picture she took, she was in Mexico because she was on vacation. And so then I show them you, and literally everyone thought, "Oh, you're going to Mexico for a date?"
Which is
What?
really funny because of all
First of
the
all,
things that people tell me I look like, I don't normally get Mexican.
first of all, the fact that it's just assumed that yeah, Will would go totally to Mexico for a first fucking date.
That's so
Rude.
frat boy of you, and you
Rude.
weren't one of them.
Rude. Like you just I mean, I guess it's not wrong because I'm pretty like
No, you're pretty down for an adventure.
not even a down for an adventure, but like it was so obvious that I liked you so much that I could see like my brother or something being like, yeah, fucking Will would do whatever. I mean, I fucking bought the Leroy ticket to the concert after knowing you for
Right.
a month.
So we
That
had
was
been going on dates for like a month.
that was actually one of my favorite parts because I had
You
been rushing to every relationship before with school, work,
and
or
I was
whatever.
totally
And this
opposite,
was
like
cool because
not
it was
into
like
that.
it felt like I don't want to compare it to like Futurama because Fry doesn't end up dating Leela, but like where it was like a sitcom and two characters who vibe really well together. They're just it's a gray area. There's no like,
There was
oh,
no
they
gray
like each
area.
other. Yeah, not gray area like that, but like you don't watch The
It was
Office and you're like
courting.
you're what?
Like I said, it was courting. Like I'm not gonna
Courting?
talk to you in person. Yes, courting.
Oh, they said
Court.
courting. Like a like
My bad.
recording. I'm
I'm
like
Californian.
Mount
Courting.
Mountain. Yeah, you don't just see Pam and Jim and you're like they vibe together, they're dating the next episode. There was a process. And that was cool because it felt really like perfectly timed. I do think I know you're going to say one more point. I was going to say the difference with us doing long distance at the beginning. I think that definitely extended our honeymoon phase and or any
I
periods of
don't
conflict
know.
because like supposedly it said like what the honeymoon phase lasts the first 3 months, maybe it can extend to the first like 5. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but with you it felt like I swear the whole first year where everything
Yeah,
felt so new, which again 3 months we were apart, so I guess that would be 9 months.
but I don't.
But
I think that it would have been that way anyway.
yeah, I mean it definitely would
Honestly,
have been different because what would the
because
circumstances have been
well,
for
because we had been going on dates for like a month,
Mhm.
and before you even asked me to be your girlfriend, you bought those tickets
yeah,
to a concert.
five
This,
hundred
mind you, this
dollars.
was in March or like the begin. No, this was in the beginning of April at this point.
Yeah. We went on dates for I think quite literally 2 weeks, and I went,
2
"Hey,
or 3 weeks.
I'm gonna drop $500 on you. You
Yeah.
want to come to this
So he
concert?"
bought this ticket
And she didn't
to
even
a
fucking know who it
concert.
was.
Well, first of all, yes, I did know who he was. Second of all, he didn't even ask me first. He just bought the ticket.
That's
He
true.
bought
That's
the
crazy.
ticket for a concert in September, but this was in April.
Well, I bought it for me first to go alone. I was gonna figure it out.
You just
and
then you just bought me a ticket.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Oh.
Because it was like before we were even officially in a relationship.
Oh shit.
It was before our long distance summer apart. And
wait,
tying this into not communication, but with that type of a long distance relationship, I was like, wow, this guy is like really serious. He's really in it. And I feel like the number one factor that goes into any sort of long distance relationship succeeding is that level of commitment, like a really high level of commitment. There has to be a like, I can look at you and tell you that you're crazy level of commitment for that type of a relationship to work.
Was that intimidating? I just realized, because yeah, we literally had been dating for 2 weeks, and I didn't even ask you to buy this ticket. I think maybe I did, but I definitely already bought the ticket.
Yeah, you
and
did.
then I bought it, and then I didn't even realize that was September. That's how much. That just goes to show you how much time was not even a thought to me.
And
I just kept enjoying us hanging out.
I feel like so many long distance relationships that aren't supposed to happen end up happening, and then bombing and going down in flames, simply because people are too afraid to just be up front, like, this is not the level of commitment that I have to this relationship, to be
that's got to be tough
willing
though, because
to go through those types of
that's gotta be so tough.
And I'm not going to say that there's difficulties. I mean, okay, yes, there's difficulties, but I would rather call them inconveniences. With being in a long distance relationship, because it's like, obviously you want to hang out with your best friend all the time, and you can't
you just
do that all the time when you're in a different state. But
I was gonna say,
you really, really, really have to be in it to win it in order for something like that to work.
I was just gonna say that would suck though, because what if you meet someone, like, what
and
if
you were in it?
What if we met and we were in high school, and then you both, I can understand where the difference is. I don't know. To me, that just seems impossible. If you start dating someone like seriously in high school, to me, you're fucked. Obviously, my bias is my parents were not high school sweethearts. I only know one person where their parents that worked for them, but like, you have no fucking clue who you are when you're in high school. So like, dating someone else doesn't make it can make sense from, I guess, the teenage perspective, right? You're trying new things, people trying drugs, trying sex, trying like dating people, but like, to then date them for like all through college seems so difficult, because you haven't had any time to be by yourself during those core years. Like, we met and I was 22.
You were 21.
Okay, 21. We were in college already. So there's more room there, I guess, for like, I don't know. I just know, I'm not going to name, but I do know like 2 people, and they've been dating their partner since they were like 15. And I'm like, that seems so intense. Like, there'd be so many obstacles on top of,
I mean, obviously, I don't know what that's like. You don't know what that's like, but I think that there are difficulties with that.
Because that seems so tough.
Because you're growing, but it's that same thing. It's what's your level of commitment? How committed are you to that relationship and to fostering that relationship?
Those TikToks. How many strikes are you gonna get tonight? 1,000. How much commitment are you gonna get? The joke works better in my head.
It's okay.
And I said it out loud. Thanks.
No, I heard it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I did too, because I said
Yeah.
I really didn't think about the commitment of that though. We had been dating 2 weeks, and I said, hey, in September, we're doing something.
If I didn't think that you were really committed or that serious about me, I wouldn't have been about that. I would have been like, let's just circle back.
What did we do?
But you really were. And so I just was like, you know what? Hell yeah.
What did we do during our summer apart?
We FaceTimed.
Pretty much every day. Pretty much every day.
I worked sometimes.
We
You
did that work
worked
together.
online.
We did
Yeah,
work
we did some
together.
work together. We
Um,
did
I'm trying to think.
we would do phone dates. That's
Oh, we
one
watched a couple
that's one
movies
that
where
we
we would
didn't
screen
talk
share.
about
What do you mean
in our
phone
date
dates?
video. But we'd be on FaceTime and we fully watched a series together.
We did.
Yeah, Community.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So for our
Um
3-month little anniversary, I Uber eated you pho because that was
mhm.
that's your favorite food. And then I think I went out and bought something for myself. Or you got
Yeah,
me
he got
something.
Chipotle and then he caught COVID right after that.
Yeah, it was tough. But it was cool because then we FaceTimed and then we were just both watching
Yeah, we just watched
Community,
TV together
which
and
is
ate our
kind of the
food.
closest you can come to
Yeah,
being on a
that's a
couch,
long
the
distance
vibe.
date.
Yeah.
And obviously there are other ones where we would like get on, play games together
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There
through
wasn't
the
a lot of gaming stuff.
phone. Like,
Gaming's huge though. If you and your uh girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, whatever do gaming, that can be huge. Um I think that in the future will definitely be something to actually, at least for me, I think not even a hot take. Ever since video games became introduced as a kid, I feel like every guy has envisioned, oh, it would be so fun to play video games with my girlfriend. I feel like that's just a thought every kid has
mhm.
had. I have had that thought.
You
And
would play
so
Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
can't, no. Once we get you a computer, it'll be cool because I've obviously spent years playing like Minecraft and stuff, like base games that usual like
Mhm.
teenage boys play, so they get practice. And I think us playing that would be fun. We did play It Takes Two when we came back. We streamed that game.
Yes, and I am
That's
100% positive
that's
that they
difficult.
make the moms roll harder.
That was difficult because I was
100%. I
oh
actually want to replay the game, but
yeah.
swapping characters.
We probably could. It would. I'm pumped because that I think was some. I just think that'll be something we can do. I forgot about the name.
And that poor elephant that they just
Oh yeah, that evil book.
yeah.
No, I because we also
Whoa.
hey,
He's the book of love.
I forgot about that. But no, we also played what was the other game? We tried playing, this is my bad. We tried playing Cuphead. That game is notoriously known to be difficult. And I kind of stressed Paris out a little too much. It was fun, at least for me, in the time that it was. But then there was a moment where Paris was like, I need to step away. This is just too intense. So that's
She
why
can't play it.
playing like Minecraft or something in the future where it's just you just hang out, or playing like party games,
Mhm.
that will be fun, but we just need to
Yeah.
get a computer.
Yeah. And that's the type of stuff that we did over our long distance summer. It was fun.
Yeah, I was trying to think
It
what
felt
other. It was
compared to
mainly
the last
movies.
summer that we just experienced this year, it felt so slow. And it wasn't even
Yes.
about being apart, like the time was just passing slower.
Well, I was in Colorado, so I have an excuse. Colorado time is a different time zone. It literally, not on a literal level, but like it goes slower. There's no way. Like,
He's
yes,
like from the
it's an hour
longitude
ahead,
and the
but
latitude, while the Earth
I
is
don't know
turning,
what goes
Colorado
on in
stays
Colorado.
in the same spot.
It literally does. It ticks so slow. How are you going to tell me I set up lights, went on a walk, went and got food, came back, and it had been 45 minutes?
You guys just work really quickly.
How is that possible?
You're just so efficient.
So, no, it just that's different. But no, it was a lot slower because I was trying to think of
Yeah.
other things like, so gaming, movies, because we did that a lot. We
We
watched
did
Deadpool,
we did
watch all of
movies.
Community.
I tried to
Um,
Uber eat him food, didn't work too well.
Oh yeah, they gave me
Definitely
half my
easier for
meal.
him because there's just more
That's
delivery
true.
drivers out here in California.
Yep. I was just trying to think what other people could like kind of take away from, like, say you just started a long distance relationship. You know, you kind
Stay
of got
committed
That's what you're
and
saying.
be on top of your communication. You can't like I feel like if especially if you already have like some sort of trust issues, the only time you're really going to have a problem is if you aren't hearing back from your partner, which
Yeah.
would like cause for suspicion.
Yeah, and that would happen.
Yeah.
That would still happen if you were in the same area. It would just happen a little faster.
Yeah.
Because, like, say someone just goes out on Friday night or whatever, and they're like, "I'll be
Right, with
back,"
their
and then they just don't
friends, and
text
it's
you.
like they're not texting you. I
Yeah.
can
That would happen the same way.
so I'd say communication. Just
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Pillar.
I was trying to pillar. I was trying to think of any other takeaways or experiences that we had while, because we did watch all of Community. Then I got COVID.
It was a good
I got
experience.
COVID,
The
and
worst
then
week was when you had COVID.
yeah, and
because you don't take medicine,
well,
and that's it. Because over the course of us being in the relationship
I
that we
had
have
my
together,
Tylenol,
I
and
caught
that was
COVID.
it. That was crazy. She caught COVID on the couch, and I didn't even get it.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
Because it's a weird thing, and I tell everybody about it, and they don't believe me.
It's true.
But it's that I will catch a cold, but I am not contagious ever.
Nope. She always catch it
I
first.
don't spread it. I take it, I eat it, and I swallow it, and then I poop it out.
I think,
and it doesn't go to anybody else. I've never gotten anybody else sick.
I think you got me.
I had COVID
once. You got me a cold once. I think that was it.
I had COVID in the end of 2021.
Were you gonna say the story?
And no, actually, when I had gotten back from the vacation that I was on, some of the people in my family were sick, and I was like, I do not want this cold. I am not having this. So I didn't want their sickness. So every time they used something, and before and after I used something, I would Lysol it.
That's crazy.
And I would clean it. So nobody in my house caught my COVID. And I actually didn't even have crazy COVID symptoms.
I
actually just like slept pretty heavily for a couple of days, and after that I was lit. I was ready. It was like almost New Year's. I was like, man, I wish I didn't have COVID right now. But
yeah,
the second time I had COVID, it was a little worse. But I didn't give it to anybody. I've never given anybody any colds. That's not.
I think you've only given me a cold in total once, and I think it happened this year.
I've given Will a cold before, and it was because he had a sore throat.
Yeah.
And then his sore throat went away.
And I
sick. Caught it because I catch everything.
And then
my cold actually got so bad that then he re-caught the cold. But he didn't pass it back to me because I was probably still sick by the time that he was getting over it.
But yeah, no, that COVID week, we watched all of Total Drama Island. We watched
Indeed.
Part of 16, which she had never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Very underrated show. I feel like TV binging, it does suck because your limits on dates are so. That's why I think there's an advantage of doing it as early as we did. Yeah.
Yeah. So long distance, our experience, I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. If that delivery driver
that means you would do it again.
Sandwich over the fence.
10 out of 10 means do it again.
I said 9, and I said it wasn't bad. It's not my choice.
Yeah, same.
Obviously, that's not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But compared to the long distance experience that we could have had,
true,
I thought it was great. It was great.
Been 8 hours.
The summer went by what felt like slowly, but it ended eventually, and now we're together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, not all the time.
Except for the last 2 weeks.
Now we're together when we're not working separate hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be all the time we have for today. Thank you guys for listening. If you made it to the end of this episode, make sure to rate the show, please, because it does help out a lot with search results and everything. And keep making sure to watch on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Episodes are released every Wednesday at 10 a.m. PST. And we will see you guys in the next episode.